You do not have a time management problem as an entrepreneur. And before you skip this and say, hey, who is this guy talking about right now? Listen, the only reason why you think to yourself, I need to learn how to optimize my time for the tasks, for the priorities that grow my business. I don't have discipline. I don't have time. I spend time doing a lot of busy work, but not necessarily productive work. The reason why you're having these thoughts and you're having these challenges is actually quite hidden. But here's the great news. Once you uncover the real reason, it's very, very easy to change. I'm going to give you a story, an example of somebody who did exactly that, and the change was instant. Once you make the change, you will have more time. You will focus on the 20% that give you 80% of results, and your business will grow like crazy. And this is not just going to be a bold statement. You will see actual proof of this by the end of this video. However, most people will never go this deep and will stick to the surface of, I don't have time, I don't have discipline, I don't have. It's not the real reason why you're struggling with this. But this is not going to be you, right? You're not going to be one of these people who don't have clarity and then end up messing up their businesses and needing to get a 9-to-5 eventually because their business simply doesn't grow. You are going to find out exactly how to flip things on its head. You're going to have more time than you know what to do with. I promise. Now, let me tell you Yelena's story. That basically she was in this exact specific situation and she flipped everything around. And before I do, my name is Bogdan. If we're meeting for the first time, I'm an amplifier of money and freedom. I do it through my Warrior Shaman business growth system. If you want to learn more about that, there's a link below on how that can help you scale your business while having more fun, being more of you. Yeah, if that's something that you're interested in. Now, Yelena, she is one of my one-on-one clients, and every week since we started working together, she was like, I don't have time, I don't have discipline. She had multiple different interests, right? She decided to work together because she wanted to become an influencer with her acting, her dancing, her singing skills. But we actually realized that she also had this huge skill in terms of nutrition. She had cured her skin, quote unquote bad skin, by changing her diet. And we realized she was a huge expert in this niche. But the problem was that Yelena was switching from, hey, I want to focus on this niche, to I want to focus on my acting, then I want to focus on my singing, then I want to focus on my nutrition work. Every single week it was something different. And then after a while, the conversation was, I don't have time. I just don't have time. I'm busy. I'm getting married, and it was the right time to have this conversation with Yelena, because if I would have had this conversation at the beginning, it would have been a bit premature. So I said, Yelena, it's not that you're not good or you don't have time. What I'm seeing externally from the outside is that you have these huge expectations of yourself. Whenever you're making your videos, whether it's for acting, for singing, or, for the nutrition work, you have these huge expectations of yourself to make this perfect video. And if the video doesn't get like millions of views, you feel like you failed, so you're not motivated to make more. You see, Yelena had this perfectionism. She had to grow up being perfect for her family. So the idea of doing something imperfect terrified her to the core. That was the real issue. She didn't feel comfortable just being herself. And I gave her the mantra, the freedom mantra that I'm going to share with you. I said, Yelena, actually two things. I had her do affirmations every day that she's good enough, and no matter what she's doing, she can allow herself to feel like she's good enough. And here's the freedom mantra I gave her. Before pressing publish, this is going to be super valuable for you if you're, afraid to put yourself out there. Before pressing publish, just look at the video and say, fuck it, and then publish. All of a sudden, Yelena had time for the videos. She started making videos consistently and focused videos on solving one specific problem for one specific niche. And she basically decided to focus on helping people with, bad skin, recover from bad skin. And more specifically, actresses and models by, changing their nutrition to improve their skin. Huge pain problem, right? And she's been consistently making these videos and really, really good videos. Now, perfectionism is an asset because it allows you to raise the bar for yourself in many ways, but unchecked, it screws up your performance, right? So, what actually happened? What was it that Yelena was saying she doesn't have time and she doesn't have discipline and she cannot focus? Had nothing to do with her time. Had nothing to do with her time management skills. She would always have time to eat healthy. It was because she didn't believe she was good enough. You see, you do not have a time management problem. You have a self-worth problem. More people are afraid of success than they are of failing because you try something, you fail, you go back to what you know. You're afraid of the unknown. Or you're afraid that you might put something out there and people are not going to, say, wow, this is the most incredible piece of content, that people will think it's not good enough. Why? Because you feel like you're not good enough. Think of it this way. If you were 100% sold that you deserved your success, that no matter what happened, you will get your success, and it's yours for the taking. It is your birthright to be successful and get your goals. Would you procrastinate? Would you focus on the tasks that don't give you results? Would you focus on the 80% that give you 20% results? Would you be doing busy work? No, because you have this vision and you have the confidence that you will achieve that vision, right? So what's lacking is self-worth and the confidence that you will achieve this vision. That's why it shows up in the form of I don't have time, and you're also manifesting events where they just suck the time out of you. I had this conversation with another person. I challenged her to make 3 videos, and she kept, rescheduling our next call together because, this happened with my family, this other thing happened with my family. And I shared Yelena's story with her. Can you guess what her reply was to the email I sent her? She's like, you're so right. I need to stop letting fear dictate my life, right? It's not, the thing is never the thing. So here's a quick win for you. Before writing your to-do list, write down this question in the morning, right? If I were 100% sold that no matter what I did, I could not fuck up getting everything I want, how would I feel today? If I were 100% sold that I 100% deserve my goals, that I am good enough for my goals, how would I live today? That, coupled with the freedom mantra of before you're afraid of doing something, just say, fuck it, and you will enjoy a deep sense of freedom. You will become unstoppable. You will become consistent. Because you're not afraid of the thing, you all of a sudden become passionate about it. Think of the things that you're passionate about. Does somebody need to pull you out of bed to do the things? Let's say you love skateboarding. Does somebody need to say, hey, you need discipline to go skateboarding? No, you just do it because you love it. You're passionate about it. That's the thing. When you remove the fear, you remove the limitations that you set upon yourself, or you maintain alive. Somebody else put them on you, but you are keeping them alive. You stop doing that. You all of a sudden tap into passion, into power, into self-love. And that directly grows your business. Now, what do you do when you become so much better at managing your time, you have more time than ever, and yet business is still incredibly stressful? And you know that this stress is weighing down on your health, on your relationships, but even more on your bottom line. Well, that's why I made this specific video that will move you from being stressed to being successful. Check it out.